All right, Sam Anderson with us here after round one of the State Open, a 200 par 68 with a birdie on 18, huh?
Yeah, it was a fast putt, fastest putt all day. So it was just, honestly, the hole kind of got in the way. So glad it went in.
What was the day like, and how many practice rounds were you able to get in to get a feel for what you needed to do around these greens?
Yeah, so I played when the State Am was at Milwaukee Country Club. I came over here with Charlie Malecki and Robbie Morway, and we played. And then I played yesterday with those guys as well. Charlie was gracious enough to have us out. I think we should thank Cy for that one instead of Charlie. But yeah, so it was good. Definitely, course was different, yesterday and today than it was when we were here a couple years ago. But I mean, it's in great shape. You got to be careful around the greens and hit it into the right spots.
How is it different than when you
I mean, really through the tee to green, it's pretty similar, but just the firmness and the speed of the greens, and then there's honestly a lot of really plush areas around the green with rough, so you can get dealt a bad lie or a really bad lie in some of those thicker areas. But if you keep it on the right side of the hole and below the hole, then you should be able to be aggressive with enough putts out there.
You talk about your experience on PGA Tour Latinoamerica.
Yeah, I mean, really, it's just, as a young professional, it's great to get reps under your belt. So, a lot of people ask about my experience down there, and I say I think I learned more about myself as a person than I did with my golf game, which, being 23 and just graduating from college, there's still a maturation period, and I think that kind of pushed me ahead of the curve a little bit in terms of self-maturation. So that was great, and yeah, there's just positive things to build on. I finished up the season nicely down there, and it's always great to be back here in Wisconsin and playing the State Open. So just looking back on those experiences and solid rounds to finish up the season down there is always great to build on and keep looking forward to moving forward.
How did you wind up in that Tour Championship, and what have you done since then?
Yes, I finished, it was actually great. Finished tied for fourth there.
Wow.
I was one of, I think, four guys that finished under par for the tournament. So it was good. Finished up with back-to-back top fives there down in Latin America, and tried to take it a little bit easy this summer because we had 12 events and we were in 7 different countries down there, so travel got pretty hectic. But I played the Colorado Open a few weeks ago, and I played Waterloo as well, and I actually played in a fun pro member over in Kalamazoo, Michigan with now a good buddy of mine. So yeah, just trying to keep it light and enjoy the summer weather up here in Wisconsin, and yeah, play golf when I can.
Does Latinoamerica get you anything in terms of Tour skippage?
Yeah, so I'll get to skip pre-qualifying. Okay. So I'll go to first stage, have first, second, and third stage, and there's a couple of points list spots from moving on to second stage at Corn Ferry Q School. So got that coming up here in a few weeks, and yeah, it'll be fun.
Any good travel stories, language barrier stories?
The language barrier definitely was a thing. It's funny. So I had a caddy from Sao Paulo, Brazil, so he speaks Portuguese. My Spanish is pretty good. I studied some Portuguese in college, and I've taken a lot of his little tidbits about golf course or shots or whatever, and I'll say them out on the golf course with a coach and mentor of mine now who's caddying for me this week. And so it's just a lot of fun to, it keeps it light, and we joke around on the golf course about stories and experiences from Latin America.
Yeah. Who is your coach?
John Brooks. He's been integral in my progression over the last probably 6 or 7 years. Met him junior year of high school, and he's been great. Helps me with a lot of things, help narrow down coaching, swing coaches, putting coaches, that kind of thing. And now as I've been turning pro, I've tried to take a lot of the leadership role away from my parents and put it more on myself, and he's a great guy to bounce questions off of, and he's got a lot of experience in the golf world, so it's great to have him here on the bag this week.
Awesome. Well, hey, Sam, keep it up.
Thank you, guys.